Hello everybody. In this video, I am going to present the way I see and understand the love life for the zodiac sign of Leo, or moon or rising sun in Leo, for the month of December 2017. As you can see, I have already spread the cards. There are 16 of them. In the upper part, the 5 cards in the upper part, they represent the second half of November. The middle ones, they are representative for the month of December. And the next 5 cards are for the beginning of January 2018 for its first half. And the 16th card is the bottom deck card, which tells me the main situation, which this card tells me the general information, what has caused this situation. It's some sort of a reinforcing card for the entire reading. So, before entering into details, my dear Leo, I must say that this is not really a very bright situation for you. And this is not a very bright period of time for you. I have seen this in most of the readings for this last month of this year, for December, and I believe that it is due to the fact that we enter December, and December usually it is a month where we have a look we have a look upon the entire year, and we are willing to see what is really important. Oh, what has it been good, what has it been bad, what can we change, what can we change in ourselves, and what can we change in our relationships. What is it that we want, how is it that we want to start the next year. So really, it is not a big surprise that everybody, all of us, are going through important, major, emotional, how to put it, we have very strong emotions, and not all of them are good. Not all of them are good because we are, balancing the entire year. We are balancing our past and trying to consider our future and trying to make plans. But we want to solve our problems. We want to end up chapters in order to be able to start new ones. So this process, I find it normal. And sometimes it can be overwhelming. And I believe that for the zodiac sign of Leo, this situation might feel overwhelming. I see pain. I see a lot of pain in here. I see heartbreak. I see sleepless nights. I see the need of solitude. I see burden, overworking. I see grief. Loss. There's quite a lot of it. And what I also see is that you don't really want to show it to other people. You are not opening your heart entirely. You are not speaking the truth about the way you feel. And it looks like you are running away a bit of the responsibility of letting people know the way that you feel. And the way that you feel at this point is hurt. But you don't want this inner pain to affect your relationship, or to affect your status, or to affect your image, your appearances. So, what it really looks like is that some air sign has broken your heart. Or, if not an air sign, a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius has not broken your heart, then it was your thinking, your overthinking that has broke your heart. Coming to some conclusions has broken your heart. So it's either way. It's either air signs really messing up your love life, maybe due to a three-party situation, or you being addicted to the way they make you feel. But this is a broken heart right here. This is a broken heart. And why is it a broken heart? Well, let's start with the bottom deck card, which is the Queen of Cups. What a beautiful, beautiful card. So I believe due to this Queen of Cups, your heart is being broken, because I believe that you have tried to be this queen, this loving, tender-hearted, intuitive, spiritual, in search of a deeper meaning of life and love, developing a sixth sense. I see that you these are your emotions. These are your emotions that have been broken, that are broken. I see you trying to be kind, gentle, feel what others feel, empathizing, listening to your heart. But this could also represent the fact that using your intuition, you have figured out some things. Maybe you figured out that your relationship is not good. Maybe you have figured out that being so emotionally open damages you. Maybe you have figured out that maybe it is not a good time for love. And either your feelings have been broken, either you used your intuition, your sixth sense, and figured out that this is simply not a good person or not a good timing for you to love. But it is you giving away your emotions and making space for pain, because Leo, without love, without passion, is a ghost. And once you have decided to give up on your emotions and on your feelings, you kind of decided to give up on your most representative aspect. Because Leo, fire signs in general, but Leo especially, we kind of are addicted to others. We are addicted to other people's love, appreciation. We can live without it. We can live without it, but it's not a good life. We focus too much on power. We focus too much on leading. I say we because I am a Leo as well. So we become us without love. We become somebody that is, I don't know, direct and ruthless and eager and a leader figure. But this is whom we want to be more, this tender-hearted, loving, beautiful, giving person. So, yeah, I must say that my feelings are hurt as well. So this reading has it's just like, oh, really? Really, tarot cards? Really? Like, can you really read my mind? And yeah. So this is the main reason we are hurt. Our emotions are hurt. Our love is hurt. Our tender heart is love. Our is hurt. Our intuition is hurt. Or all of these brought us to this point where we suffer. Uh, and yeah, the surprise second bottom card, the hangman. Yeah. Our world is upside down and we need to take some time in order to be enlightened, to take some time away from everybody and from everything in order to be enlightened. So yes, um, I see, as I told you, the fact that we do not tell to people. Leo does not say to his her partner or his friends or the way they feel. They really keep their pain in the inside and they try to show in the outside a mask. Only the strong side. And this is a bit wrong, I must say. I feel it on myself that this is a bit wrong as we enter the second half of November. I can see that if we go on this path, it's not going to be too bright. So the card that starts our middle November is the Queen of Swords. So you can see two queens, the Queen of Hearts. I was about to say yes, because the Queen of Cups, it is the Queen of Hearts, giving love, offering love, deep love, profound love. But we start the month of November as the Queen as the Queen of Swords. And the Queen of Swords represents a man or a woman that is very honest and asks honesty from others. This person, this queen, loves facing the truth. She's upfront to everyone. She avoids lies. And you cannot fool her. You cannot fool this woman because she's not only honest, but she's forthright, straightforward, direct, open. She's very experienced. This person, this queen has experienced a lot, has seen and done a lot, has the strength, but because of the experience. And she has realistic expectations. So, as I told you, I believe that because we hurt, because pain is representative for this moment in time, we decide to trade the Queen of Cups to this queen, to a honest, forthright, experienced, witty person. This queen is more in her head. This queen is more about thinking, is more about the mental strength. So, because being the Queen of Cups means also being vulnerable, right? Emotions can sometimes make us vulnerable. We are just like, no, nah, no more. No more emotions, no more pain, no more nothing. When it comes to love, to hell with love. Nah, that's enough. I don't want to hurt. I want to think. I want to be honest. I want to give honesty. I don't want to take things too seriously anymore. I want to be funny. I want to enjoy the humor. I want to laugh at everything, at everybody, especially at myself. I want to be ironic. And I think Leo believes that turning the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Emotions, to the Queen of Thinking, the situation will get better, but it will not. Because running away from the way you feel is not solving the problem. It's just running away. It's just postponing. So going from heart to head is, a temporary solution. And we will figure it out in time. So yeah, I still see that an air sign has really messed up with your feelings. An air sign kind of made you go from emotions to thinking. A second card going into mid-November is the Three of Swords. Swords again. Air sign again. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Yeah. Here is a 3. And we still have one more 3. So this could also be a 3-party situation. You see these three swords piercing a heart. I think you might have been caught in some 3-party situation, and now you want out of it because you're in pain. This doesn't necessarily mean that you've been cheating or that somebody has been cheating on you. It could also be that your partner or the person you're in love with or even yourself has been giving too much time, too much attention, too much effort into something else, not the relationship, not the love. As I said, it doesn't necessarily mean a third party situation, doesn't necessarily imply 3 people. It could also mean that the 2 people in the relationship are not both equally involved in the relationship, that one of the partners, you or your partner, has been focusing too much on other aspects, on other details of your life, and not on love. And now we can see the consequences. And this is like an oops. This is like, this is bad. This is bad. Yeah. So the Three of Swords represents heartbreak, represents disappointment, hurt feelings, feeling lonely, separated, lost. But this is either having a heartbreak or causing a heartbreak. So for some of you, you might be causing this. A third party situation could also be that something outside your relationship or outside your love life pained you, and you are not all in the relationship, in the love focus. But still looks like an air sign did it to you. So once you hurt, once you probably even experiencing betrayal, feeling let down, after we feel that way, after we go into our minds, after we feel the pain of needing to let the emotions go, we tend to become solitary. We feel the need to take ourselves away from the situation or from society or from people or from the relationship. And this is what the hermit represents: going independent, going also strongly independent in order to find guidance, in order to find light, in order to find understanding. But this is separating yourself from people, becoming solitary. I really, really love this card. This card also represents Virgo. So some people might be dealing with Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or Virgo. Yeah. It's possible that if you are dealing with the Virgo, this person has restrained himself or herself from you. And this is what hurts you, because Leo needs to be the center of attention. And if we're not the center of attention, if our partner needs to figure out some things by himself or herself, focus their time and energy on what they want, on what they represent, we might feel betrayed. And it's either an air sign broke our heart in a very brutal way. It's either a Virgo that went all in, but inside. And we no longer represent the focus of their attention, and then we feel hurt. But I believe that this is how it goes. We give up on our emotions, we go in our brain, in our head, because we are hurt or betrayed, and then we go solitary. We need to find our emotional independence, because this is what the hermit represents. This person is very, very strong. This person is very humble, and gives or receives guidance. Either way, it's about being strong on your own, very strong on your own, even having followers. So this is what we become. And why do we become this? Because we are hurt, because of the sleepless nights, because of the Nine of Swords. This is worrying, doubting, going over and over and over again an issue, being anxious, being tense, either feeling guilty. If we cause the three-party situation, it might be that we feel guilty, right? Or we feel guilty that due to us or because of us, the situation went from nuts to hellish, right? So feeling guilty, regretting, not forgiving yourself, wanting to turn back time. Yeah, feeling that you reached your limits, sleepless nights. So we go solitary, and then we hurt because we are not solitary people. No, not solitary. We hate being alone. We hate not having people around us to love us and to appreciate us and to understand us and to, balance us. Other people balance us. As I told you, when we are alone, we tend to exaggerate. So we need other people to keep our feet on the ground and to keep us balanced emotionally and mentally and everything. So once we become alone in our heads, or because of a breakup, or being, left alone, we become this. It's kind of sad. We're very strong people, but we just need a good reason. This song came into my mind like a million reasons from Lady Gaga. I only need a good reason to stay, right? Although we have million reasons to walk away, we need one good reason to stay. And this is us losing the good reason to stay. The only good reason we need, like we can fight whatever for as long as we have the goal. But our goal is having our emotional life good. And when we lose it, we become this. We lose our reason. And when we feel like this, once again, not only we feel the need to go solitary, but we also feel the need to become the high priestess, to, become non-active, withdraw from involvement, waiting, thinking, but in a calm way. When needed, we can become this. And what other stuff? Accessing the inner world, using your intuition. Again, intuition. You see, these two cards very related, but we want to access our inside world as the high priestess does, but without the emotions. So it's like the the poor Queen of Cups is being taken away by the High Priestess is not a bad thing, because the High Priestess focuses on herself more, focusing on the subconsciousness and unconsciousness, the intuition, everything that we feel, everything that we believe, everything that we have experienced, um, all the major aspects are hidden in the inside, because we do not need to always use them. We do not need them in our day-to-day life, but in the inside are the most definitory, the most important aspects of ourselves. So this is what we try to reach, and we try to understand with the High Priestess. We try to look beyond the obvious. Yeah, we try to approach a closed, unknown area where we have the solutions. So we're trying to find the solution within ourselves. So this is really towards the end of November, or going into December. After so much hurt, after so much hurt, after so much thinking, after so much paining, we become solitary. We try to become strong just by ourselves, but this pains us. This pains us greatly. And in order not to hurt anymore, we reach in the inside. We reach in the inside, and we try to understand the possibilities, opening to what could be, to what could we do, what should we do, what should have been done, what brought us in this situation. And we want to figure out, really, really figure out how to solve it. But unfortunately, I do not see too much action in this reading. So we figure out things, we take the pain, we go alone, we go in the inside, we kind of give up on the emotions, on the feelings, but I don't see too much action. I actually see hiding and running. So we enter into December with the Nine of Pentacles. And this person, I really like this card, but not really in this reading. This person, you can see this beautiful, wealthy woman that is enjoying leisure, that is being tactful and diplomatic, and having a comfortable lifestyle, and enjoying the just as I said, the comfortable lifestyle. But this is a lie, because this is Leo for the outside world. This is Leo shining in the outside, but hurting in the inside. So we try to keep up with the appearances. We don't want to appear vulnerable. We don't want to appear weak. We don't want to appear hurting. We don't want to probably hurt other people. So we put on a mask, a smiley, diplomatic mask. So I believe we enter into December as being disciplined, being self-controlled, not showing our feelings, not showing our impulses, taking life step by step. And this is good apparently, but not really. This is just for the outside. I am being this woman, or I am being this man, or generally speaking, I am being this person that has a tamed bird that is ready to kill for me. So I am strong, just fear me. This we oftenly, as Leos, we oftenly put on this mask, but we only put on this mask when we feel very hurt, and this is the case, unfortunately. So this is what we show in the outside, but this is how we really feel in the inside. It's a bit ironic, right? Ironic, like the Queen of Swords. But this is how we feel in the inside, burdened, uh, struggling, you know, taking everything in the hard way, finding out that nothing comes easy, taking all the blame, assuming responsibility, but we're burdened. It's although it's about the wands, and the wands are representative for the fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This is not my favorite card of the suit. Yeah, because although there's 10 of them, it's very difficult to carry them. We really try to do everything. We want to put up with the appearances. We want to show strong strength in the outside. We want to maybe even force ourselves to become stronger, but this is difficult. We take too much for we take too much. It's simply too much for us to take it. Yeah, it's too much, a bit too much struggle, too much pain, too much overworking. But after all this period, we realize that we need a new strategy. We need to find the world and to hold it in our hands, right? With these Two of Wands. I really like this card. I do, and especially because it is in the middle of the reading, which is almost just as representative as the bottom card in this reading. So I believe that we give up on our emotions, on our feelings. We hurt because we hurt, but because we want to find our strength, because we want to have our personal power. We want to command attention and respect, and to have authority, and to achieve goals, and really to hold the world in our hands. We want to be bold. We want to be daring. We want to take risks. We want to speak our mind. We want to show originality, creativity, having a new style. But what I believe with this is that towards the middle of December, we realize that we need to take a different approach over the situations and of ourselves. So, we go from this beautiful, strong woman, yeah, to deciding that we need a different approach with the Two of Wands. And we want to become the emperor. And most likely we become the emperor. The emperor, which represents another air sign, which is Aries. So we want to stay in the comfort zone. Definitely we want to stay in the comfort zone. But we want to take control over our lives. We want to become authority, to become an authority for our own lives. And we want to find solutions, and we want to have creative solutions, and we want to really find the guidance within ourselves. We want to be strong. We want to we want for the Nine of Pentacles to no longer represent an appearance. We want it to become reality. And I think that we really push ourselves. We will push ourselves very hard, and we will impose the emperor into our lives. We will be like, nah, this is it. Really? Really? Are you weak? Are you suffering? I feel that with the emperor we are kind of fighting our emotions, finding the way to fight our emotions and to regain control over our emotions. Or an Aries, mm, more like a father figure or a friend figure or a woman, a friend, a female friend that is very strong, is going to tell us, like, what are you doing? What's wrong with you, dude? This is not you. Everything that you have shown up to this point, this is not you. This is not, like, that's not you. And this is not you. This is not about the Leo sign. This is about Aries. So we try to become somebody else. We try to become somebody that is not us. But one way or another, we are trying to regain control of our lives. And at the end of December, we will find our sun, and this is great. This is a yay moment because the sun is our star, Leo's star, and we are the sun children. Now you can really see why I have decided for my channel to be Sun Child, because I am a sun child, born in August and being a Leo, so hence being a sun child. But I see too many things happening in December and not too much action happening in order to no longer suffer. Our love is broken. Our love is broken. Either an air sign, either a Virgo, either a Cancer with the High Priest, either an earth sign. We do everything because of an earth sign, and we put up the appearances in order to impress an air sign. An earth sign, man. But I really feel it's an air sign. I really feel it's an air sign. An air sign played with Leo's heart. So as I said, towards the end of December, we find the sun, the passion, the happiness, the enlightenment, the warmth. We believe that we are comfortable. We really believe that we're comfortable. We believe that if we decide to become the emperor, somebody who is not, we're going to be happy, but we're not. You see how it goes? We want to put on appearances, but this is a burden. So we decide to put a different approach, to take a different approach, and to become somebody who we are not, somebody that is not really emotional, like the emperor. And we will feel good for a while. We will feel very good for a while. We will be shining again, like our star, like our beautiful, beautiful star. But this is either, I don't like this, we enter into January with the devil card. And this shows me that trying to be whom we are not takes us to a very negative, dark place, or gets us addicted, or we become addicted to somebody else, or we have a Capricorn entering our lives. It doesn't have to be a new person, a new Capricorn, but it's possible that a Capricorn will help us realize that we are not in the correct spot in our love lives, that we are addicted, that we're being caught up in appearances. Is this a surprise that we go from the Queen of Swords, again being whom we are not, because we are not too much in our heads, we are more into our emotions, in our passions. So being the Queen of Swords means being showing appearances, and that takes us into a very dark place, because Leos, they want to shine, but they want to shine on their own rights. They want to shine for what they have done, not for the lies, not for the appearances. And this takes us into a very, very bad place. So we trade for the sun. We trade the sun and the light. Just like that, we lose it, because this is not who we are. We want love. We want to protect those whom we love. We live for love, and we live to be loved. So yeah, we either become addicted to somebody, or we realize our weaknesses. But what do we do? Do we take any real action? No. We go party. Yeah, we go party. We go out with friends. We give into temptation. We run away from ourselves, and we jump into our friends group, because if we don't have romantic love, or if we gave up on the romantic love, or if somebody gave up on the romantic love for us, what do? We go party. We go put on the appearances again, right? And then we're whoop whoop. Yes. So we try to find ourselves in others, because we get in a dark place, and we don't want that. We don't want to be shackled. Leos are independent. We want to be independent. And when we feel addicted or dependent or obsessed, we just run away. What does Leo do? The king of the jungle runs away. But where does it run away? Where he feels comfortable, in society, where he or she can shine and get the self-esteem back, and get the self-image back, and get everything back. But does it work? No, it doesn't. It doesn't. Because we keep on looking to what we're missing with the Five of Cups. Like, although we are partying and whooping with the Three of Cups, we realize that we are not focusing on what is important. Like, it's the thing that is important is taking action into what matters. And what matters in this reading? Love. So we realize that we search for love where we shouldn't, maybe in three-party situations again. Yeah? And then in the beginning of January, we realized that we got it all wrong. We ran away from the pain, first trying to become somebody whom we are not. Then when we realized that's not working, we tried to find peace and enjoy ourselves with other people. But we keep running from our pain, and running away, as I said, does not mean solving, means postponing. And the more you run, the more the problem is going to bite your arse. Yeah, so this is us figuring out that the different approach with the two of wands was not really a very good one. Neither being other people, neither being with other people, but we have to figure it out ourselves. Our empty cups, what do they represent? And we will figure it out. It's either a breakup, it's either either way, we figure out what we need to do. And what I believe that we need to do is share. We need to share. We need to receive and to give love, and we need to share our cup of love. And this is what makes us happy. not being authority like the emperor, not being so mentally strong, not finding solutions, not partying with our friends, not being part of a community, but sharing the way we feel. This is what makes us happy. This is what makes us happy, and I think we figure it out, as you can see with the cups here. This is our emotions. We go from 3 to 5 to 6, and we realize that we need to face our problem, and we need to face our pain, and we need to accept it, and we need to thank it for making us stronger, because our strength is love, giving and sharing and receiving, and going back to innocence, going back to the child's innocent emotions. We want to enjoy childhood again, the most pure and the most strong possible feelings. This is what we want. This is what we want, the purity of the feeling and the innocence of the feeling, which we believed we lost, but we didn't. We didn't. Here it is. We're either going to receive love, either give love. Once we realize what the problem is, what the real problem is, that we need to be ourselves. And then we will tell everybody, but especially ourselves, that is our way or the highway. This is what the Knight of Swords. So you see, we start the reading with the Queen of Swords, trying to be somebody that is not. And this is the action. We finally take action. We finally take action with the Nine of Swords. So we become direct, we become frank, outspoken, honest, acting with certainty, with logic, being a master of logic and of reasoning. So you see the end of the reading? Do you see it? That this is my way. Loving, giving, sharing, feeling appreciated, and making other people feel appreciated. This is my way. So I will fight for this, even if that means I am not diplomatic, I am tactless, I am rude, I have no tolerance. I don't really care. At this point, I don't really care. I want my love back. I want my emotional balance back. I want to give as much as I receive, because that air sign broke me. So what do I need to do in order to heal? What do I need to do in order to heal? I need to give and to receive. And I need to become an air sign, a ruthless air sign. Yeah, I need to take everything into my head. I need to figure it out. I need to go logic and reasoning, and not to get into this situation again. Whomever brought this situation, was it your brain? Was it a lover? Was it, I don't know, somebody very important? But I feel an air sign, unfortunately. Debalanced you. Air signs can do that. Debalance those that love you. So what do? We give and we receive, and we ask for the purity of the feeling, and then this is our way or the highway. And we enter into mid-January, eager, strong, maybe a bit angry because of all this debalancing and bad things that has been happening, and all the pain, and we are like, no more pain, no more. Yes, my darlings. I don't know, I told you these cards speak for me. Like, it's like a mirror. I look at these cards and they are a mirror for me. So it's very probable that many of you will find yourselves in this situation. And if you recognize yourself in this, please let me know. And please consider what I'm saying. if you're in pain and if you're suffering due to love or due to thinking or due to something, just remember that being yourself is the most important. Don't give up on your own self because you're beautiful. This is you. This is who you can be, and this is whom you should be at all times. Innocent and passionate and warm. This is you. So don't try to be what you're not, and don't try to do what is not representative for you. Just face up the pain, face up the problem, fight it, fight it, fight it. Thank the pain, thank the problem for the lesson, and then become this. Forget this. Forget this. But either way, it's positive. Towards the end, we become the warrior that we can be. So I wish all of you Leos a wonderful, wonderful life. Be blessed with love and light, and see you next time. Goodbye.